morning students. In the previous class we were studying regarding the quantity index number. Today again we'll continue with the same problem. So here the question is calculate Marshall, Edgeworth, Dorbish, Bowley and Fisher's quantity index number. Since there are three methods which is asked, it will be for 10 marks problem. And see what is given. Items are given up to E, then base year quantity and value, current year quantity and value is given. So base year quantity is denoted by Q0. Value is nothing but price into quantity. So base year value will be Q0 P0. Since we are doing the quantity index number, I am writing the quantity first. So it is Q0 P0. Current year quantity is denoted by Q1. Then current year value is denoted by Q1 P1. And to do Marshall, Edgeworth, Dorbish, Bowley and Fisher's quantity index number, we need the total of Q0 P1, Q0 P0, Q1 P0, Q1 P1. The two totals we have already, that is Q0 P0 and Q1 P1. We have to find out the total of Q1 P0, then Q0 P1. To find out this total, we need Q1 and P0 values. We need Q0 and P1. Q1 and Q0 is already given in the table. We doesn't have the price value. So price we have to find out. And how do we find out the price? It is value divided by quantity. Price is value divided by quantity. So first we'll find out regarding the base year price. So base year price is denoted by P0. Value of base year is Q0 P0 divided by quantity, which is Q0. It is enough if you just mention it like this. You need not mention this directly. You can make the column as P0 and find out. I am writing it everything so that you can understand it in the table what you have to calculate. So for the first one, Q0 P0 is 350 and Q0 is 50. So divide this 350 and 50, which is 7. Then 600 divided by 120, 5. 330 divided by 30, 11. 360 divided by 20, 18. Then 40 divided by 5, 8. Then next one, similarly we have to find out P1, which is Q1 P1. So base year value is denoted by Q1 P1 and current year value is denoted by Q1 P1 and current year quantity Q1. We are finding out current year price. So current year price is found out by dividing the current year value and the current year quantity. So 420 divided by 60, it is 7. 700 divided by 140, 5. 200 divided by 20, 10. 300 divided by 15, 20. 50 divided by 5, 10. Then multiply Q0 and P1. So Q0 value is 50. 50 into 7. It is 350. Then second value is 120. 120 into 5. It is 600. Next 30 into 100. 300, 20 into 20, 400, 5 into 10, 50. After Q0 P1, we have to multiply Q1 and P0. So what is Q1 value? 60 into 7 is 420. 140 into 5, 700. Then 20 into 11, 220, 15 into 18, 270, 5 into 8, 40. When we add, we'll get 1680 and 1670. The total of the base year value and the total of current year value. Then we need the total of Q0 P1 and Q1 P0. So Q0 P1 is 1700. Q1 P0 is 1650. Then first one is Marshall Edworth, we have to find out. So Q01ME is sigma Q1 P0 plus sigma Q1 P1 divided by sigma Q0 P0 plus sigma Q0 P1 into 100. Now substitute in this formula. What is Q1 P0 value? 1650 plus Q1 P1 is 1670 divided by Q0 P0, we have 1680 plus Q0 P1 there, it is 1700. Now add the numerator, add the denominator, so that is 1650 plus 1670, it is 3320, then 1680 plus 1700, 3380 into 100, divide and multiply with 100. We'll get the value 98.22. So this is regarding the Marshall Edworth quantity index number. Next, second one is Dorbish-Bowley's quantity index number, and here we have to use the formula as 1/2 into sigma Q1 P0 divided by sigma Q0 P0 plus sigma Q1 P1 divided by sigma Q0 P1 into 100. Now again substitute in this, we'll get 1/2 into 1650 divided by 1680 plus 1670 divided by 1700 into 100. Now divide each value, so 1/2 we have to keep as it is, 1650 and 1680 when we divide, you'll get 0.9821. It is compulsory to take after decimal 4 numbers, so 0.9821. Then 1670 and 1700 we have to divide, we'll get 0.9823 into 100. So now add the 0.9821 and 0.9823. So starting 1/2 we'll write as it is, then 1.9644 when we add into 100. So first divide by 2, then multiply with 100. We'll get the value 98.22. It is similar to that of Marshall Edworth quantity index number. The next third one, Fisher's quantity index number is also asked in this. So Fisher's quantity index number is square root of sigma Q1 P0 divided by sigma Q0 P0 into sigma Q1 P1 divided by sigma Q0 P1 into 100. Now substitute in this, we'll get square root of 1650 divided by 1680 into 1670 divided by 1700 into 100. Now multiply the numerator, that is 1650 and 1670. We'll get 27,550. So 27,55,500 Then when we multiply 1680 and 1700, it is 28,56,000. So we have to divide this and take out the square root. So first when we divide it, we'll get square root of 0.9648 into 100. Take out the square root, then multiply with 100. We'll get the answer 98.22. So in this one, all the three methods we have got the same answer, that is 98.22. The next problem on the quantity index number. So these are the 5 marks questions which we are doing it. So calculate suitable index number and comment. They have given quantity 1990, 1995. Price is regarding 1990. So here they have not mentioned whether it is the price index number or the quantity index number. So you have to come to know by seeing the data whether it is of price index number or the quantity index number. And how do we decide whether it is price index or the quantity index? If they have given both the quantities, that is regarding the base year and the current year, and only one price is given, then it will be quantity index number. Similarly, for that of the price index number, there they have to give the base year price, current year price. So two prices should be given, one quantity if it is given, then it will be regarding the price index number. So here now it is regarding the quantity index number. So quantity of base year 1990 is the base year, so we'll denote it as Q0. 1995 is the current year, it is Q1. Price is given regarding 1990, so it is P0 is given. So P0 is taken as weight here, and P0 is taken as weight in last year's quantity index number. So this method, what we have to do is regarding the last year's quantity index number, since P0 is given as weight. So now multiply Q0 and P0. Then we have to multiply Q1 and P0 to calculate the last year's quantity index number. So now multiply this Q0 P0, which is 150 into 10, 1500, 90 into 12, 1080, 60 into 15, 900, 50 into 9, 450. Similarly, Q1 P0, 160 into 10, 1600, 100 into 12, 1200, 60 into 15, 900, 40 into 9, 360. Add Q0 P0 and Q1 P0. So when we add Q0 P0, it is 3930, and when we add Q1 P0, it is 4060. So now use the formula of last year's quantity index number. So what is the formula? Q01L is sigma Q1 P0 divided by sigma Q0 P0 into 100. Now we have to substitute in this. Q1 P0 is 4060 divided by Q0 P0 is 3930 into 100. So divide, multiply with 100, we'll get 103.31. And in the question was calculate suitable index number. So we have calculated the index number, last year's quantity index number. There is one more question in that, comment. So to write the comment, subtract the answer with 100, we'll get the value 3.31. So there is 3.31% of, since it is more than 100, we'll be writing the conclusion as increase increase in, so we are doing regarding the quantity index number. So you have to write increase in quantity. So the price index problems, there we were writing it as increase in price, and since we are doing here the quantity index number, so we have to write increase in quantity in current year as compared to base year. So there is 3.31% of increase in quantity in current year as compared to base year. So this is regarding the conclusion. So again here 5 marks is based on 1 mark for the total of Q0 P0, 1 mark for the total of Q1 P0, 1 mark for the formula, 1 mark for the answer, and 1 mark for the conclusion. So usually 5 marks conclusion is always asked. The next one, calculate suitable index number. Again here I have not mentioned which index number should be calculated. They have given current year price. So current year price is denoted by P1. Then base year quantity is denoted by Q0. Current year quantity is denoted by Q1. So they have given 2 quantity and 1 price is there. Since 2 quantities are given, it is the quantity index number, and here P1 is taken as weight. So P1 is taken as weight in Paget's quantity index number. So which method we have to calculate now? It is Paget's quantity index number. Before using the formula, we have to multiply Q0 and P1, and we have to multiply Q1 and P1. So without these two totals, we cannot find out the Paget's index number. So we need the total of Q0 P1, total of Q1 P1. So Q0 P1 is 20 into 30, 600. Then 24 into 25, again 600. 30 into 20, 600. 40 into 12, 480. Then Q1 P1, 20 into 30, 600. 24 into 20, 480. 30 into 25, 750. 40 into 15, 600. Now do the total. Total of Q0 P1 is 2280 and total of Q1 P1 is 2430. Then substitute in the formula. So what is Q01P? Paget's quantity index number formula is sigma Q1 P1 divided by sigma Q0 P1 into 100. So Q1 P1 is 2430 and Q0 P1 is 2280. So 2430 divided by 2280 into 100, it is 106.57. So write the conclusion since comment is asked. There is 6.57% of increase in quantity in current year as compared to base year. So there is 6.57% of increase in quantity. The next 5 mark question, here it is calculate suitable index number and comment. So here items are given up to D. Base year we have price and quantity. So base year price is denoted by P0. Base year quantity is given as Q0. Current year quantity is denoted by Q1. Since P0 is the only thing which is given, that is the weight here, P0 is taken as weight in this. So P0 is taken as weight in last year's quantity index number. So we have to multiply Q0 and P0, then multiply Q1 and P0. So when we multiply Q0, P0, we'll get 180 for the first one. Then 15 into 4, 60. 18 into 5, 90. Then 10 into 2, 20. Next one, Q1, P0, 30 into 5, 150. 15 into 3, 45. 18 into 4, 72, 10 into 2, 20. We need the total of Q0, P0 and the total of Q1, P0. Q0, P0 is 350 and Q1, P0 is 287. Write the formula of last year's quantity index number. It is Q01L equals sigma Q1 P0 divided by sigma Q0 P0 into 100. So Q1 P0 is 287, Q0 P0 is 350. So 287 by 350 into 100, it is 82, and we have to write the conclusion. So when we subtract with 100, we'll get minus 18. So there is 18% of decrease in quantity. There is 18% of decrease in quantity since we got less than 100. Since the value is less than 100, and when we subtract it, we'll get minus 18. So we are writing it as decrease. There is 18% of decrease in quantity in current year as compared to base year. Similarly, we'll do about the next one. So here base year quantity is given, which is denoted by Q0. Current year price and quantity is given, so it is P1 and Q1 values. So here P1 is taken as weight because we have two quantities and only one price. So P1 is taken as weight. P1 is taken as weight in the purchase quantity index number. So you have to multiply Q0 and P1. We have to multiply Q1 and P1. So what are the values for Q0 P1? 8 into 30, 240, 10 into 45, 450, 7 into 100, 700, 20 into 22, 550. Then Q1 and P1, 30 into 10, 300, 45 into 15, 675, 100 into 10, 1000, 22 into 25, 550. So here it is not 550, it is 20 into 22, make the correction that it is 440. So Q0 P1 values are 240, 450, 700 and 440. Q1 P1 it is 300, 675, 1000 and 550, and when we do this total it is 1830 of Q0 P1 and Q1 P1 is 2525. Then use the formula of purchase quantity index number, which is Q01P equals sigma Q1 P1 divided by sigma Q0 P1 into 100. Q1 P1 is 2525 divided by 1830 into 100. We'll get 137.98 and write the conclusion. There is 37.98% of, it is more than 100, so increase in quantity in current year as compared to base year. So this is regarding the 10 marks and 5 marks problem. We have 2 marks based on this method, that is the weighted aggregative method, similar to that of the price price index number. That 2 marks problem will continue in the next class. Thank you.